few months ago, I created a video talking about Upper Deck EatPack, but it was really just a general overview of the main concepts and functionality of the site. Today, I want to start diving into EatPack a bit further and really looking into some of the different nuanced features EatPack has to offer. On this episode, we're going to go over the feature of combining on EatPack Explained. Let's dive in. What's going on YouTube? Flipping Out SC coming at you with a brand new video. And today, we're taking a deeper dive into EatPack and its combining feature. As I spoke of on my general overview video, almost every different set on EatPack has some form of combination that can take place. Each set is different, with some sets allowing combinations of 5 to 10 cards to get only one EatPack exclusive parallel, with other sets building on this concept and allowing the base to be combined into a certain parallel, while then allowing that parallel to be combined into a new parallel, and even that parallel to be combined into yet another parallel, and so on. Let's start by taking a look at some of the different parallels you can make with the 2021-2022 products, as with the latest release of credentials, all 21-22 EatPack products should now be on the site. As a disclaimer, these combinations can change year over year, so when a new product comes out, always be sure to check the EatPack exclusive checklist that comes out as well. This can be found either when you click more information on the product while viewing it on the shop page, or when viewing the product checklists on the collect page by clicking the EatPack logo beside any product. One of the first products to hit the site every year is MVP. MVP allows base cards to be combined into green parallels. For 2021-22, it took 10 copies of regular base cards or 5 copies of the high series base or rookies to create the green parallels. Next up usually comes Parkhurst. In Parkhurst, we have our first example of combination leveling. If you take 10 base cards of a single player, rookies included, you can combine them into a bronze parallel. If you then take 10 bronze parallels of the same player, you can then combine them into a gold FX parallel. After Parkhurst comes Series 1. So we'll go over Series 1, 2, and Extended together as, for the most part, they're all the same. In the series, if you take 10 base cards of a single player, you can combine them into a silver foil. You can then combine 10 silver foils into a speckled rainbow foil. However, with the Young Guns, the rules change a bit. For Young Guns, it only takes 5 Young Guns to create a silver foil, and 3 silver foils to create a rainbow speckled foil. In the early years of EatPack combining, it used to take 5 silver foil Young Guns to create a speckled foil, which would have been pretty tough. Aside from the base cards and Young Guns, a good example of why it is always important to check the product checklists is in 21-22 Series 1, you were able to take 10 base honor roll inserts of a single player and combine them into a green parallel. But when Series 2 rolled around, you were no longer able to combine these anymore. I definitely heard of a few people being stuck with 10 or more honor roll inserts of their favorite player that they wanted to combine, but in turn could do nothing with. In between Series 1 and 2, or between Series 2 and Extended, usually comes Ultimate Collection. However, due to the base cards in the set being numbered, they're unable to be combined, and so far, this product offers no combination abilities at all. The same goes for SP Game Used and SPX. The only other set that did not allow combining in 21-22 was Synergy. In AHL hockey and CHL hockey, if you collect 10 base, stars, or rookie cards of a single player, you can then combine those into a blue parallel. Skybox Metal allows the combination of 5 base or rookies to be combined into a Spectrum parallel, while Allure allows 5 base or rookies to be combined into a Sunrise parallel, with the previous year's parallel being called the Sunset. The latest product to hit the site, Credentials, also follows the 5-card combination scheme, with the ability to combine 5 cards into a Mandelbrot Fractal parallel. OPG Platinum recently had a change to its combination scheme, as it used to always take 10 base or marquee rookies to combine into a Rainbow Color Wheel parallel, but it was recently changed to only taking 5 as well. And finally, 2 EatPack exclusive sets that have a leveled combination as well, Ovation and Fleer. In Fleer, if you collect 5 base or rookies of a player, you can then combine them into a rainbow foil. If you collect 5 rainbow foils, you can then combine them into a speckled rainbow foil. And if you collect 5 speckled rainbow foils, you can then combine them into a gold speckled rainbow foil. So essentially 125 base cards to make the gold rainbow speckled foil. And same style of leveling goes for Ovation. 5 base or rookies gets you a silver foil, 5 silver foils gets you a checkerboard, and 5 checkerboards gets you a gold circular wonder. Again, 125 base cards to create the most exclusive parallel. And there you have it, all of the 2021-22 sets. Of course, there are sometimes random other sets that come out, such as SB Legends, that have combinable cards as well. But in the spirit of keeping this video from becoming a full-length movie, just remember that it is always best to check those ePack exclusive checklists when they drop to see what you can and can't combine, and how many cards you need to be able to combine. A few last things to keep in mind. When combining, one thing to remember is that all ePack combination parallels are ePack exclusive and cannot be found in any physical hobby or blaster boxes, or physical products of any type for that matter. They can only be created on the ePack website. Also, when combining, you will essentially lose the cards you've collected in order to create the new parallel. For most base sets, not all, but most, this isn't really an issue anyways, as the base cards aren't transferable in terms of shipping home or to Comp C. If you are interested in shipping the base cards home instead of combining them, always be sure to check whether they have the transfer sign in the bottom right corner before combining. If there's no transfer sign there, then it isn't a transferable item. To explain the concept of losing the combined cards, we can look at the Young Guns. If you combine 5 Young Guns into a silver foil, you then go from having 5 base Young Guns to literally having 1 card, just the silver foil. Same goes for the speckled foil Rainbow. Instead of having 3 silver foil Young Guns, you are left with 1 speckled foil Rainbow Young Gun and nothing else. You are essentially turning 15 cards into 1 rare card. So be sure to combine with this in mind, as sometimes the 15 cards end up being worth more in the end than the 1 card, or vice versa. One more thing to keep in mind is that currently there is no time limit for how long cards are combinable for. There's never been talks of putting a time limit on this either, as far as I've ever heard. Cards on the site from 2015-2016, when the site first launched, are still combinable today, if you can find enough of them. Another important tidbit to keep in mind is that once a card is transferred off the site, it can no longer go back onto the site. It's a one-way street. Therefore, from the older products, there are usually much less of the desired combinable cards to be found compared to the newer products. For example, I just finished combining the 2017-18 McDavid Golden Rainbow foil, and it took me the better part of 2 years to complete. Many of the accounts that have the base cards or silver foils that I needed were either unwilling to trade them, as they themselves were going for the gold foil Rainbow, or they had this little gray dot beside them, which meant that they were inactive for at least the last 30 days, and could possibly mean that they have stopped using the site altogether. Basically, the older the card, the rarer the card, and the more the card will cost in terms of combining. And lastly, it doesn't matter if a card is redeemed or unredeemed in terms of combining. You can combine redeemed cards just the same as unredeemed cards. One thing to keep in mind is that once you combine, you can't uncombine, or separate, I guess would be the proper term. This again is a one-way street. So if for some reason the card you want to combine is a rare achievement card, and it is unredeemed, you may want to trade it for a redeemed version before combining. If you don't understand ePack achievements yet, or you have no idea what it is I'm talking about, but you're intrigued because achievements can lead you to massive cards such as these, then hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, as I'll be putting together another ePack Explained in the near future to drop some knowledge on achievements and what you need to know to earn those achievement cards in the future. And that's all I've got. You should now be an Upper Deck ePack combining expert. If I did miss anything, or you have any further questions regarding ePack combinations or anything else ePack related for that matter, feel free to drop them in the comments section and I'll be glad to get back to you. But until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.